Hello, Homestead, and please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now for a moment of silence.
Hello, Homestead. I'm Drake White.
And I'm Jordan Bussey.
And on this week's edition of HHS In Depth, reporter Celeste Whalen tells us about the after-school club, The Network.
Reporter Colby Shout brings you a story about the Anime Club.
And Mr. Ginner talks about our upcoming Flex Day next Tuesday.
All of that and more on HHS In Depth for Friday, September 19th.
Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paperboy, evening TV. You miss your old familiar friends, but waiting just around the bend. Everywhere you look, everywhere there's a heart, a hand to hold on to. Everywhere you look, everywhere's a face of somebody who needs you. Everywhere you look, when you're lost out there and you're all alone, life is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look, everywhere you look,
We begin today's show with a feature over the after-school club, The Network. Here is reporter Celeste Whalen.
One of Homestead's clubs that seeks to make a positive difference at our school and in our community is The Network.
The Network Club is a group of students and teachers working together in a collective effort for overall positive change in our school, our community, and beyond. Our group is designed to empower students in the areas of leadership, integrity, character development, compassion, diversity, and service above self. We really identify with the quote by John F. Kennedy that one person can make a difference and everyone should try. Being a part of the network is about personal fulfillment and just surrounding yourself with others who uplift you. That's one of the biggest words of wisdom that I extend to my students is surround yourself with people that lift you up, not people that bring you down.
There are many different activities that the network facilitates that bring about this positive change in our community.
In the past, we've done things like the random acts of kindness and joy, which have, made a little difference in people's days. And we've had guest speakers come in, and we've helped out with different clubs like the canned food drive. I would say a big sense of personal fulfillment, and it's great working with people also who really want to make a big difference and just seeing their positive attitudes and knowing that there are people who are willing just to bump into you and say, hey, we should be friends, not just acquaintances.
If the network sounds like a club that interests you, be sure to visit Ms. Jones' room 108 on Mondays after school. For HHS In Depth, I'm Celeste Whalen.
Everyone is invited to join Euchre Club, meeting every other Tuesday in Mr. Arata's room 905. However, due to the Flex Learning Day, the next gathering will be Wednesday, September 24th. Don't know how to play? No problem. They'll teach you. For more information, see Mr. Arata or Mrs. Gamble, or see them on my big campus.
Juniors and seniors, a representative from the following colleges will be at Homestead to meet with interested students. If you would like to attend a meeting, please sign up in Student Services and get your pass at least one day prior to the visit. Wednesday, September 24th is Bethel College. Thursday, September 25th is Manchester College. Friday, September 26th is Baldwin Wallace, University of Chicago, and IU. And Monday, September 29th is Trine and Loyola University.
And now here's Mr. Ginder with a special announcement regarding next Tuesday's first Flex Day.
Good day, Spartans. I'd like to give you some details so we can plan for our first Flex Day, which is next week on Tuesday, September 23rd. Your schoolwork for the day will be posted on my big campus before 7:10 on every Flex Day. Before we get to our Flex Day, all of your teachers will be spending part of the day with you prepping on how things look and how you will turn in your coursework before we get to the 23rd. You will be obligated to have your Flex Day schoolwork completed as your individual teachers expect for Wednesday the 24th. But you're not obligated to get up at any specific time and begin work on a Flex Day. You can complete your coursework in any order you desire, meaning you may work on your subjects you wish to work on in the order you want to work on them. But all the work will either be due the next day may be turned in electronically on the Flex Day, or you'll be expected to be able to participate in class on the day following a Flex Day as if it were a regular day of school. Failure to complete your work in the assigned style and manner your teachers ask will result in those students not doing the work, having to come to school rather than stay home on our next Flex Day in October. Your Flex Day assignments should look very much like a regular day of school. Some of you will take online quizzes, be asked to read and respond to writing prompts. Some of the work you do likely will have you watching videos or reading online resources, but all the work will be a meaningful continuation of the work already completed in class. We do expect some students to have to come to Homestead on Tuesday, September 23rd, either because your parents want you here, or you need internet access, or for other reasons. Buses will run and lunch will be served as if it were a normal school day. Students coming to Homestead on a Flex Day will enter the building as normal. You'll be asked to sign in and move immediately to the IMC where students will begin working. If we have large numbers of students at school on a Flex Day, we'll use IMC and the cafeteria as work areas. You'll be supervised throughout the day. Lunch will be served, but please understand that students who come to school on a Flex Day will be required to stay here until 2:35. If you're one of the students who will be in attendance on our Flex Day, please bring reading material, a book, magazines, and other materials you may need to use in the afternoon if your schoolwork is done early. Please know and understand this. Students who do not do their Flex Day assignments will be required to attend school on the next Flex Day in October. Thus, you'll be losing the privilege of working from home. Teachers will be supplying the administrative team with the names of students who do not complete their work. A few more bits of Flex Day information. Anthus students. Flex Day here at HHS still does require you to go to Anthus classes. Anthus classes will occur and your attendance there is expected, and you will not be excused because it's a Flex Day here at Homestead. The Anthus bus will leave Homestead as always, and although you are free to drive to Anthus on your own if your parents allow that. All students should know that your teachers will be available from noon to 2:40. It's probably not in your best interest to wait until late in the day to begin your work, as your teachers may not be available to answer questions. Remember, each of our teachers will be providing a tutorial of sorts to get you ready before September 23rd. Your teachers will be taking part of one period before the Flex Day to help you navigate My Big Campus, know how to turn in assignments or how to find assignments, and how to work online, providing you directions and expectations. Students, this is a great chance for us as a school and for your teachers to move forward with how to teach in a one-to-one environment. A Flex Day isn't a day to stay at home and do nothing. It's really a great opportunity for us as a school to prove that we are an outstanding place and a little bit different than everybody else.
Looking for a quick and easy way to stay up to date on all the latest Homestead news? Follow at HHS Retrospect and at the Spartana on Twitter.
The last chance to pick up your spring sports patch is today. There are still lots of unclaimed spring sports patches from last year in the athletic office.
Anime Club will be meeting on Monday, September 22nd in Mr. Cogdell's room, room 725. The meeting will end at 3:30. And speaking of Anime Club, here's HHS in-depth reporter Colby Schaub with a look at the Anime Club.
Since its inception, Anime Club has been a constant presence here at Homestead, regularly appearing on the morning announcements. Focusing on a popular type of Japanese animation, the club aims to create a tightly knit group of fans through anime-themed games and activities.
One thing I picked up after their first meeting is their total enthusiasm about the topic, and there seems to be so many genres out there related to anime. It really is amazing all the different things that they have to discuss with the topic.
This is Kevin Cogdale, a history and government teacher who replaced Mr. Yeager this year as the club's new sponsor.
I was approached by a student to have the opportunity to have Anime Club. They needed a sponsor this year, and I had a room that was available for them to meet in, and I wanted them to have that opportunity.
But Cogdale isn't the only new leader for the Anime Club this year. After last year's seniors graduated, a new group took the helm as co-presidents and leaders of the club, including McKenna Denny and her sister Brenna.
Anime Club's different in most clubs that there isn't a hierarchical order. It's not a president and you have a secretary, a vice president. It's everyone's equal. the only title with president you get is you act as the host or sponsors for the meeting and lead the whole group in the activities. Otherwise, every board member contributes to events we do. We plan out everything and finance for events.
But despite these changes in leadership, Anime Club maintains the tradition of encouraging new discoveries in the genre, as well as the all-inclusive spirit that has become a trademark of the club over the years.
Usually, we kind of get people of variety, but mostly people do know quite a hand of stuff, like at least more than like Pokemon and stuff for their anime, so the more serious titles like Hitalia, Black Butler, or Oron. But we do get some people who maybe are just introduced for the first time who are interested. And with our club, we actually try to help those who aren't as knowing of certain animes to actually help them get to know and learn about different ones they could check out and maybe become a bigger
If you think you may be interested in joining Anime Club, they meet 2 times a month on Mondays from 2:35 to 3:30. For more information on the next meeting, stay tuned to the morning announcements. For HHS In Depth, this is Colby Schaup.
YMCA intramural volleyball registration packets are available in the discipline office. Packets must be completed and returned to the discipline office by today.
It's your move. The chess club will be meeting Monday after school in room 608, Senor Hoon's room. You don't need to know how to play. There will be people there to help you. Go for the snacks, but stay for the fun.
And now for another edition of the Nut House, with this week covering cheerleading.
Let's go Spartans!
We're ready.
Tennis is ready.
We're ready for this.
Y'all ready for this?
This week, I found a group of gals who attend every football game, the cheerleaders. Let's look at their ins and outs and how they prepare for each game every week.
Our role is to show the school pride and spirit and get the fans pumped up. We prepare for the games by first warming up our stunts. We have tailgates every Friday, so before the games, we do the tailgate and all eat dinner together. We prepare for the games by first having our tailgating, and we all bring in food and set up the food to eat, and then we all eat before and make sure that we're all ready for the game. And then we paint our faces for the football players' numbers that we're supporting, and then we just practice our stunts and make sure that they're all ready to go for the game.
The cheerleader's job is to represent Homestead. We also have to get the crowd fired up, and we support the team. We mostly work on stunts. We always have to make sure that there's a stunt prepared for in between the first and second quarter and the third and fourth quarter, as well as all the timeouts. We also go to Heat once a week where we work on our tumbling.
So for the homecoming pep rally, we got all 3 teams together for our Wednesday practice. We got freshman, JV, and varsity, and we all practiced the stunt. We had to come up with it normally the week before, and then as varsity being the upper hand, we make sure that JV and freshmen know what they're doing, know the chants and cheers that we're going to do, and are prepared for the game because they do cheer half the game with us.
Everyone make sure you come out to the game tonight because it's going to be crazy and it's going to be a lot of fun, so see you there.
Well, that was the cheerleaders. There's a football game tonight. The theme is a blackout. After the football game, we have homecoming, which you can wear your homecoming shirts to the game to keep the black theme and then go over to homecoming afterwards. We have Casey Stanley to tell you more about homecoming tonight.
Okay, this segment is for anybody who is still unsure of everything going on tonight regarding homecoming festivities. First, at 7 o'clock is the football game against Belmont. Make sure all students wear their homecoming shirts or anything black because the theme is blackout. At the conclusion of the game, you can make your way over to the practice field behind the visitors' bleachers. You need a homecoming t-shirt to get into the drive-in, and you can get them at lunch or before the game for $15. You cannot get the shirts during the game. With that $15, not only do you get a shirt, you also get popcorn, a soft drink, and admission to the movie. Please do not bring any outside food or drinks to the event. It's called a drive-in, but we will be watching the movie on the grass. No cars or chairs, but you can bring pillows and blankets. Once you leave the event, you cannot come back in. Make sure to come out to support Homestead and enjoy the homecoming festivities.
Well, that was this week's edition of the Nut House, and I've got an offer for you. If you want to get your Twitter handle onto announcements and crew up some fame a little bit, follow @GoSpartans2015 and retweet their tweet about announcements, and I'll make it happen. Stay classy, Homestead. This is Ryan Nutter signing off from the Nut House.
Well, that wraps up this edition of HHS In Depth. I'm Drake White.
And I'm Jordan Bussey.
Make sure to go out to tonight's homecoming game to support your Spartans. And after the game, catch Grease at the practice field. Have a great weekend, Spartans. And as always, we leave you with a song that can be heard exclusively on the Point 91 FM, where music is the point.